Hello kids, and welcome back to Life in the Woods. This time from way too early in the morning. I didn't get much sleep, but I'm awake. For now. I think we'll work a little bit on the area here, that we have some building space. Then maybe get started on some greenery and possible outlines of the future buildings that we'll have around here. Basically some, not too intense work for little old tired me. Like last night I stayed awake until 2:30. To be fair, I recorded last night, so at least I did something useful with my time. But I'm tired. I fell asleep, I think within an hour, so I got like 3 hours of sleep. Yeah, 3 hours of sleep. And I have to get groceries today. What could possibly go wrong? How many old people will I murder today at the store? We will figure it out. I am actually tempted that I'll record a little bit now and then I'll lay down for a bit. Simply because we always get groceries at like around 12:30. So I could lay down for a bit until around 12. And like that's what I do most days, with the difference that most days I go back to bed at like 7:30 and then I stay there until it's 12 or later in a lot of cases. And yeah, I'm just something that it's just really fascinating to me, and it's a little bit of an inner struggle. Oh, look at the shadows on our face. Shorts. YouTube Shorts. Every time I upload, or like almost every time I upload something from like a funny Life in the Woods clip, the views. Monkey brain likes big numbers, okay? But at the same time, I have like this inner struggle of kind of like encouraging doom scrolling by making shorts. I am giving more shorts to watch for the world. And I don't like, I just know for myself, I sometimes spend way too much time looking at these silly little videos. So that I now make them myself every once in a while I have this inner conflict, But the simple thing is, because we're all doom scrolling these days, they pull in new people. I get new subscribers from them. I get thousands of views. Like I uploaded one last night, and that's already sitting at like 2,500 views. And I'm just, what do you mean? What are these numbers? So, yeah, that is something, and it's going with the trend, I guess, even if you don't like the trend, because you're old and you want to stick to your ancient ways. Is that how far it's gotten for me already? Maybe it is, but I'll leave like a couple tulips can survive the purge. Yeah, that is something I wanted to mention. Oh god, it's inventory, I want to cry. I might. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing alright. Hopefully got a little bit more sleep than I did. Is feeling a bit more awake than I do. And yeah, I'm just a tired little bean right now. Let's do that. Inventory space, isn't it beautiful? Okay, we grab these. Okay, I promise this area will soon look a little bit more lived in. Right now it just looks like someone is mowing the lawn. Which is a start. People tend to do that when they live somewhere, but where are they living? In the trees of the park? Is that the tree? That's a tree house, okay. And so far it does appear that our little duck securing measures have helped. Considering we haven't had one walk up to us around here. Very, very happy about that. And yeah, I do want to add more around the area. More greenery. That the park is just kind of a little bit of a green oasis surrounded by greenery. That's the current plan and goal and whatnot. It's a little bit deeper around here, but not too far in, I'd say. I still want to have a couple flowers at the edge of this, I think. At least for now. We can always remove them later on. If we're like, nah, this is too out of it for the project. Little sandwich. And yeah, it's also kind of worrying me how close episode 1000 is. I mean, I will probably record that after my whole travel ordeals in mid-March, because I have a concert on... Since when do we get butterflies around here? That's beautiful! Probably came over from the swamp. I hope you stay here, little one. That would be so cute. Find a home in the park, will ya? So on the 10th I have a concert. On the 12th it's my birthday. On the 14th I'm leaving for the Netherlands. On the 15th I have a concert in the Netherlands. On the 16th I'm returning to Germany. And then what was it? The 23rd or so, I think episode 1000 should be uploaded. So I'll record a bit in advance. For episode 1000, I'll record that once I'm back, I believe. Or we remove all the flowers and go for different vibes here. Also an option. A lot of grass here. So yeah, I'm... And then you have to add in the fact that I'll have the EEG early March. I also have reached out to the psychiatrist to see when they wanna work with everything, depending on how many more data things they need. I am waiting on a reply on that currently. So that could possibly, depending on how busy they are, also be in like late March. Mentioned before, I need to go to the dentist to get my teeth clenching that I apparently do in my sleep checked out. There's so much happening lately. Like, what do you mean as an adult you're suddenly busy and you have appointments and whatnot? It's kinda scary in a way. It's just I'm not used to, you know, doing so much. And then you have to add in the fact that depending on how things keep on going with YouTube, because currently we are on a pretty steady growth rate and we're pulling in big numbers. If that keeps going like that, I will have to open a business, because Germany has fancy laws. And that will add many more things. So there's a chance that could also still happen this year, possibly. In other words, there's just... This year is kind of turning to like the busiest, craziest year of my life. Already, 2 months in. I mean, we hit 1K subs, so that is already kind of the craziest thing ever. And I am still just like right now, my jaw kind of hurts from smiling at this. It's just crazy, and I know that like if you look at other YouTubers, is it a lot? No, it's not. But I don't care because those are my numbers. I don't need a massive thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of people. That would honestly kind of terrify me to have that many eyes on me. And you have to remember, I do like it's sort of a niche sort of content here with the old Let's Play type of style. And anyone who enjoys that, who decides to tag along, like that just means so much to me. And that people actually, you know, they enjoy it, they leave sweet little comments. It just, we need to fix the dirt there. It's just, yeah, I'm getting teary-eyed again. It's crazy, you know? When, like, I have been doing YouTube since I was like 11, 12 years old, and it's one thing to do it as a hobby simply because you enjoy it. I mean, otherwise we wouldn't have almost 1,000 episodes, but to actually get feedback and positive feedback at that, and have people, you know, really go out of their way to show support. It's just, it's crazy. Oh, about that, I have I commissioned emotes. I don't know if I mentioned that on here before. For the channel members and also for Twitch later on, once I get back into streaming. And I got the final revisions done. I might still get the files today. Which also, again, crazy. To be fair, it's been a little bit scary to, you know, start spending money on YouTube things. Like, I also spent some money on music licenses last month, more for the Real Life channel, but still. And then, you know, I commissioned the badges. Now we have the emotes. It's like, it's kind of getting serious, you know. Like, it's still a hobby, but it's turning into kind of a serious hobby, you know? It's turning into a hobby where people, you know, we're the hobby slightly turning to side hustle moment is, I think, what's kind of starting to happen here. Just kind of. I mean, the amount of money I have gotten from the YouTube so far, paid out nothing, because YouTube needs you to earn 70 euro before they give you the money. And given that I do not have monetization yet, and only channel members, who I appreciate so much, oh my god, like, no one has to do that, but there have been some people that choose to, and that is just, wow. You know, it's you know, and there is a chance that if we keep on going with the current numbers, like, you know, that monetization will be here soonish. And that, huh? That is just kind of unbelievable to me. Okay, we'll go home, we'll organize, we'll probably grab some more shrubs and stuff. And organize this so I don't cry. Because I feel like I'm close to doing so. Okay, first we put away everything that's not flowers. Oh, lovely. Okay. A little bit of lag, still something I want to figure out, ideally before episode 1000, because that's just embarrassing to have this. Why are there outside noises now? The windows are closed right now. Well, I don't know if the mic is picking anything up. Oh, we didn't Sig touch the salt here. Oh no. How dare we? How's it looking with grass over here? Pretty good and okay. So I'd say all the extra grass that we gathered we'll just throw into the storage. That. Perfect. Then we could use clovers and leaves. Get the extras out of here again. Twigs! We don't have that many, but I'll just grab the full stack for now. And we'll put back what we don't use. Do we have shrubs in here? The frames are pretty bad. I apologize. Like I said before, I don't know what's causing it. I've tried basically everything I could think of. Kinda at my wit's end here, you know? Oh, we had a stack of them. Okay, I think with that we basically have pretty much everything. Maybe we'll even clean up a little bit of the woody stuff that we have. And some of this. Let me... Oh, this backpack is finally having some space again. That's so nice. The bow also goes in there. Never mind. Because we can make dispensers with that. We want to save our reach. That's my shovel. I think if you hear the weird background noise just now, that was my dog lying down in front of my door, because she's not inside here right now, because she came downstairs this morning, which is something she hasn't done in a while. Like when my dad gets up, she goes downstairs with him, gets her breakfast, doesn't want to go out in the mornings anymore, but that might change again soon because it's getting brighter and she doesn't like the darkness. And then she goes upstairs, lays down in the hallway, and usually while we are downstairs eating breakfast, she sneaks into the room and lays down, and then we nap together. But today she came downstairs, which she used to do. Every time I went downstairs, she used to follow me, but she realized I just go back to bed anyway. Might as well stay up there and save her energy and nap a bit longer. Okay, oak can stay. I think hickory we don't necessarily need. We don't need that many other things. Bald cypress we also don't necessarily need. I don't think we need mangrove right now, really. Truth be told. That can go out of there. That can go out. And let's organize this a little bit into like grassy and not so grassy. Yeah, meadow grass can also go here. Then we have our ground covers. Oh, we did get short grass the other day. Well, we'll need a lot of that anyway. And then everything else is just kind of decory, plenty and whatnot. I think that kind of works. Oak and pine. Yeah, pine is since we use that for the lanterns, and the oak posts are for the trees. Might actually grab a bit more oak leaves. We do have a good amount of them. That's very nice. Not something that happens a lot here. Kind of a rare occurrence. Any other wood stuff in here? Not from what I can see at first glance. That means this backpack is good to go right now. Okay, mangrove stuff. Then we have some hickory stuff. Then we have cypress stuff. And we have the cypress post fence thing. Wood. I love our storage. I just hope that one day we have better frames to really enjoy the storage. That's mangrove. Bald cypress. Okay. A little bit of bone meal goes here. Then we have a bunch of mob drops that I didn't really ask for, but we'll gladly take them anyway. One arrow back. Have a fossil. This one, I think, yes. Bunch of marble. That was the dirt. Give me back my emergency dirt. Bunch of marble. Damn, that's actually a very good amount for such a small cave. And put our sandwiches up there, and then we have some of this stuff. The gravel I would like to put in here. Then we have salt and coal. We have way too much coal. Turning into a bit of a problem, if I'm being honest. We have some of this stuff, I think. I think we had black granite, quartzite, dolomite. It's always the stuff that you don't think about clicking on. Dolomite, shale, andesite, black granite, iron and chalk. Okay. Well, that only took way too long. Glad that is over. One thing... No, actually, the peanut butter and jelly, not just peanut... jelly toast things, they didn't need toast. They just needed bread. So you don't need to put anything into the furnace right now. Like, really, the performance is not good right now. I think it's gonna be better once we're back in the everyday life area, away from the house. Whatever is causing the lag there. I wish I knew. These big patches of flowerless terrain. By the way, I mentioned how I finally made the Spätzlepfanne, which was very good. We had it the next day again, since we still had leftovers from like the mushrooms, since I only used half a pack, and I had asked the boyfriend to bring 2 packs of Spätzle just in case, because I didn't know how many we'd be using. This looks super nice. And my parents on both days were like, especially my mom was like, that smells good. That looks good. And I'm just like, yeah, I made this because your convenience food looks good. And okay, that's just the sand. And in other words, today I will be making Spätzlepfanne for the 3rd time this week. This time also for my parents. I would like to keep an eye on you, but I think you're just upset that you can no longer escape. You're not? You like your home? You like hanging out here? Maybe your ducky friends also wants to come here and sit with you. Are you back in the trash? Of course you're back in the trash. I think we have to add trapdoors to these. Just me and my ducky friend. How are we doing? How's life? Are you trying to use my head to escape? I don't appreciate that. Oh, sorry, I was sitting on your seat. How dare I, after you change seats? Just some legs. And a little snoot. Don't go to the trash. Okay, anyway. Let's possibly add a couple more trees, shall we? Yeah, throw away the axe. Who needs that? Not the ducks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did someone come over to this? Well, hello there. Don't worry, this still won't be an escape for you. I apologize, but security measures have come into place for you guys. That's too symmetrical. Nope. Not doing that. You get a little haircut. How about that? Yes, we'll be losing a leaf here. Nope. I don't like this. We need to make this a little bit more bulky, I think. So you get your hair back. But please, I want my stuff back as well. So... testing out each chair. Okay, then. I mean, we can imagine the hedge is kind of keeping it from further growing in that direction. This is too much, I think. How did I do this? Why did the other ones look good before? No! Maybe we just need to have one created with the compost. Which of course we don't have on us, because we're smart. Please. I would really like to sleep now. Thank you. Not just in Minecraft. Why do the other ones look better? What is it? I mean, to be fair, that is also not like a work of art, but this just kind of works. I think. This one's also a bit weird. What the heck have I done here? Why does... No, this is just 2 blocks out. And this is 1. That's okay-ish. Quack, quack, quack. I don't know what to do with this little guy here. Do we just leave him like this? But then this looks just weird if we have this side kind of shaved off. I think we might grow one with compost. I think that's the best solution to this problem. Can we jump on these? Yes. Thank you. Because obviously I can't do that right now. Maybe I'm just too sleepy. That's also an option. Okay. What is some other stuff we can do? We can add shrubs into everything, I guess. Oh, thanks for the leaf. And one here, one around here. One more shrub, one more shrub. one more shrub. And hey, can't have too many. Yeah, I think we are kind of at the end of the episode here. I apologize for not getting stuff done with the trees. Honestly, let's grab compost right now so I remember for the next episode. But also, let's grab some building materials in the next episode. I'll think about, or maybe test out, some nice looking combinations for all the various buildings that I have in mind. And then we will see what we'll do. Thank you guys very, very much for being here. It means the world. Drink some water, take your meds, take your vitamins, stretch a little, maybe go for a walk. The weather is getting nicer, which is really nice. I think my mental health needs that. And yeah, do some things that make you happy. And yeah, thank you for being here, and goodbye!